Hey guys, welcome to the very first podcast of Got Fishing. We wanted to do this for a really long time, but we also wanted this podcast to be different than the other fishing podcasts that are out there. A lot of them, definitely provide a lot of good information, but quite frankly, I find a lot of them to be a little bit boring, a little bit stale, a little bit sterile, and honestly, a little bit too long. So here at Got Fishing, we're going to try to change things up and just bring you content that not only is going to help you out on the different waters that you're fishing, but also just some advice on life. That's kind of what we all go out there to fish for different reasons, whether it's to test our skill set or whether it's just to get away, think about different things, or actually just shut things down and not think about anything at all. So here at Got Fishing, we're not only going to talk about adventures, we're going to talk about tips, tricks, skills. We're also going to talk about life and the people that are out there adventuring and some of the adventures that they've actually had in their life and how they overcame those, persevered, and are now crushing stuff. So hopefully we're going to bring some uniqueness to this podcast that you haven't heard on other ones before, and bring a good mix to you and also make it in short, digestible content where we're not taking 2.5 hours of your time. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Got Fishing, our purpose at Got Fishing is really to provide a platform of education, information, and access to amazing adventures. And really our goal is to specifically design those adventures to your level of experience and budget. We do specialize in helping the new outdoorsman, the new angler, which obviously with COVID out there, we have a ton of new anglers out there that are looking for information. They're looking for, a place that they can go that's not intimidating, that they're going to get answers that they're looking for, that they're going to learn the lingo, and they're going to have an opportunity to go on a fishing trip that, fits their budget, but also expedites their experience, expedites their knowledge in fishing. And so that's what we're really here to do. Of course, we're always going to cater to the experienced angler, the guy or gal that really knows what they're doing and also knows what it is that they're looking for. That's going to be easy for us. We can ask a few questions and then design the exact trip. But we want to be there for all anglers out there that are looking to use this awesome sport to not only better their life, but also their travel experiences around the world. So, who am I? My name is Brian Oakland, and I am born and raised in Montana. Started this company back in 2018, and I really started it out of a passion and desire to have a job that kept me in the outdoors, in all honesty. Being from Montana, had a ton of opportunities to be fishing, hunting, biking, and those things are easy to experience when they're out your back door. But when you start adventuring out, it can be a little bit tricky. I remember when Google first came around and you were able to type in, Alaska fishing adventures or something like that, and you could get some specific information. Today, if you type that in, you're talking about millions and millions of things that you need to sift through to find the exact trip that you're looking for. So what Got Fishing really does is takes a lot of the confusion out of these trips. And what we do is basically talk to the consumer, talk to the guy or gal that's looking to do these adventures, ask a few questions to find out specifically what they're looking to do, and pair them up with the exact experience that they're looking for. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this company. Was I know a lot of hard-working people out there that have spent their hard-earned dollars on trips that just didn't meet their expectations. I also know from doing a little bit of guiding myself and working with different outfitters that, an outfitter and a guide can do everything that they can, but if your expectations are different than what they're providing, it really makes it difficult for those two things to turn out to be a 5-star experience. And it's not really fair to the person who's looking for the adventure, and it's certainly not fair to the outfitter as well. The outfitters that we work with are absolutely wanting to provide the best experience possible, and it's our job to make sure that the client is suited for that trip and also understands what that trip is going to entail, and also have all of the gear that they're going to need in order to make that experience the best possible. And so that's our goal, is to turn people on to fishing adventures, make it non-intimidating, and also pair you up with the experience that you're looking to do. So you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what makes that different than a lot of the other booking agencies out there? And truthfully, we'd like to think that it's going to come down to the customer service. Our team is next level badass. And a lot of people say that, people say, oh, we have a great team. But I think when you give Got Fishing an opportunity and you get to meet our team, you're going to see just what I'm talking about. We're talking about people who genuinely care, and also people that are out there experiencing this stuff for themselves. This isn't just something that they do for a job, it's something that they do for a lifestyle, and just so happen want to tie this into it. So you're going to get a different level of customer service and a different level of care that I would like to think that you've experienced in other places. Our follow-up, our gear lists, the trips that we provide are all going to be different and next level. Some of the trips are going to be the same trips that you find out there with some of these other booking agencies, and we like to have some of the top ones too, such as to Jurassic Lake. But at the same time, your how you go through the process, how you get ready for that adventure, all the tips and tricks and the gear and physical conditioning and casting into the wind, all of that stuff is just going to be taken care of at a different level than hopefully you've experienced elsewhere. And by a team that you're just going to feel the love. I mean, you really, truly will. Another thing that really makes Got Fishing different is, a lot of companies are out there talking about service to others, wanting to be a part of a community, wanting to, make their company something that gives back to others, and they'll say something, they'll put a couple little tags on their website that say we support Trout Unlimited or we support something along the lines. Again, we want to be different out there, and one of the things that we're really involved in is hands-on service to others. We really want to provide some experiences for these people out there who may not be able to. We want to give back to wounded warriors. We want to give back to kids out there that might not necessarily be in an environment that's conducive to fishing, and get it introduced to them. And we have all kinds of ideas that we're going to do, whether it's when you book a fishing trip, we're going to provide a little fishing kit to kids in need. We're also going to be providing people that are in need with fishing adventures that we've, paired up with our outfitters, and everybody's kind of sharing and making this experience happen for special people or special needs that are out there. So we're really hoping to take the service to another level, and we're really going to be needing your guys' feedback on, or some tips on who would be a good recipient of some of the things that we're doing. Real quick, just also talk about, I mentioned quickly about the trips that we provide. One of the things that you're going to see that's uniquely different about Got Fishing is we do not have a ton of trips. We'll be continually providing, different trips as we experience them and bring them on. But our goal here at Got Fishing is really to be more of a boutique fishing agency. We don't want to offer what I call like the Baskin Robbins or the Red Robin effect, where you can come in and it's almost like hitting Google again and searching for a saltwater trip and end up having 50 different options to pick from. We really want to get you on the phone, learn a little bit more about what it is you're specifically looking for, and then pair you up with one of the trips that we have. And the trips that we carry are going to be anything from the extreme side of things to the beginner. Getting you in the lower 48, getting you paired up with an outfitter guide that's also going to be more instructional. And so yeah, that's why our trips are we're not going to have as many options as some of the other booking agencies that you see out there. But what you are going to see are high quality trips that also range in budgets. One of the things that we found from our clients is not everybody's looking for the $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $8,000 trip. There's a lot of people out there that are just looking to, go experience a day trip or something that's close to where they're currently residing. And so we want to make sure that we're bringing some of those adventures to the table as well, whether they're a starter adventure or just something that gets people going in the right direction, and then build from there. So I guess the other thing that I kind of wanted to cover is, yes, we are there for, the people that are just starting to get into fishing, and hopefully we can grow them to our kind of what we call our VIP tour that we're putting together, and that's really kind of the grand slam of fishing adventures out there. And what we're putting together is an opportunity for people to, set their goal of doing the world tour of kind of the top fishing adventures out there, and then we help you make that happen. Whether it's going to Jurassic or Christmas Island or some special place up in Alaska, fishing in the Ascension Bay for a permit, or potentially your first saltwater Grand Slam. we're going to put these trips together and help facilitate you making that happen. So really excited about some of the things that we've got coming, and really excited about the things that we're currently offering now. But also really excited about the different things that this podcast is going to be bringing to you. I'm super excited about the guests that we're going to be bringing on. I'm super excited about talking to you about the adventures that we're going on. I'll be talking to you guys while we're on these adventures, and also, bringing on guests, like I said, that not only are on our adventures with us or have been on the adventures, but also have had, quite an adventure in life and have turned that into either truly helping others, or maybe it was really crushing it in the business. So we'll be bringing all that stuff to you. And I know that we have a lot of people out there that are entrepreneurs or starting businesses, and so we'll try to bring some of that aspect in it as well, and bring you along the ride as we build Got Fishing. And so what it takes to not only build an adventure company, but then also at the same time providing you guys with some awesome tips, tricks, and adventures to go out there and participate in. So that's about all I have today. I told you guys I would keep these things, short and sweet. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, and expect more. We're going to be putting these out all the time, just again, short content that's easily digestible, and we'd love to hear from you guys on some topics that you'd like us to cover. So again, really appreciate you guys tuning in, and thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.